Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel to Only Movies, and today I am gonna go watch the A Woman in the Yard. So I'm gonna give you my reviews for that movie once I'm finished watching it. So I'll see you guys in a few hours. Well, I'm back from the movie theaters, and now I'm gonna give you my reviews for A Woman in the Yard. And this film is a Blumhouse film as well. So I'm just gonna say, this was Blumhouse's worst movie of this year. I thought The Wolfman was gonna be their worst film of this year, but this movie's a lot worse. I didn't have high expectation for this either. I did watch one of the teaser or the trailers. I didn't watch too much of it, but just watching the trailer at the first time didn't really got my interest. I was just a bit confused, but with this film, I'm even more confused after watching this film. Um, well, even disappointed as well. But other than that, so let's get started my review on why. So this film is about a woman in black sitting in front of someone's yard. Um, a woman who's been through an accident. She lost her husband and she's just with her two kids at this farmhouse where her husband built. And but yeah, since after the accident, she hasn't been the same. She's going through debt and all, and she's going through depression as well. So for this one, random woman in black dress shows up, and she doesn't understand. Her kids don't understand how come that she's there, and they're wondering why. And but yeah, that's the main plot. So the way the film just starts is the husband who he's like narrating, saying, talking about their dream home and stuff, the way he wants it, the way he wants the yard to have flowers and all this kind of stuff, and the name of the farm. She was like dreaming or something, but it's actually she was watching a video from their phone that while she was in bed, depressed and stuff. And the son comes in, tries to wake her up, and she's like zoned out and all, watching the video of the husband who passed away. And then but the son wakes her up and then lets her know there's no power at the house and stuff, and they're doing their thing and all. And then out of nowhere, you just see a woman in black in the yard. The mom goes, well, she tries her best. She's been through an accident because she's had a surgery on her right leg, and then she has difficult walking, but she still goes outside, tells the woman who is she, what does she want and all, and she doesn't give her any explanation, so she goes back inside. So that's mainly you see about the woman in black. Most of the time it's just the family involved. You see them arguing. The son's getting frustrated, wants to know who's the woman in the black in the yard. Since they have no power, their one of their cars is not working. The other one's all crashed up, and he's telling the mom that hey, he could go to the neighbors, he'll find help or whatever, so they could call the cops or the electrician to get the power back on and all. But the mom wouldn't, so they're arguing back and forth. It's been like that for 30-45 minutes, and then an hour later, little by little, you see the woman in black moving closer to them. But as she gets closer, she doesn't do anything. She still sits out there doing nothing. And yeah, so this film, I'm gonna spoil it because I feel like I'll save you guys your money on this film. You probably could wait on streaming for this film if you had high expectation for this film, which I say you shouldn't because it's not all that great. So yeah, so just give you a heads up, there's gonna be a spoiler, which to me I feel like there's nothing to spoil about because the shadow does most of the work. So earlier in the beginning, the woman and the mom was talking to the woman in black, and she sees like she has blood in her hand, and then she knows that the chickens, they're all dead because there's blood splatter everywhere, and then all you could hear is like the shadow like gets close to the dog. They had a dog, but she kills the dog with the shadow, kind of like if you've seen the movie Nosferatu. Um, or like any Dracula movies, or like Peter Pan as well. Like the shadow does some stuff that involve physical.
My shadow?
Yes, Peter, it goes everywhere with you.
But it's my shadow.
Well,
I fought pirates and wrestled crocodiles and stayed up all night with the Lost Boys.
Like for this, her shadow does most of the stuff. Like tries to kill the dog, tries to touch, getting too close to the house and stuff like that. And the woman in black still sits outside, and that's most of it. That's all she does. But she doesn't get in the house or anything. Just the shadows, and that's been going on like for over an hour. And I'm just wondering, it's like, okay, what's the whole point of this? Who is this woman black? What did this woman of the mom, did she make a deal with her? Is she this woman black? Is she the devil or something? Or is I didn't understand it. It was so confusing. It was getting me frustrated because yes, I know that usually I tell don't give the origin story or anything, but I'm not saying like the origin story. I just want to see, did she make a deal with this woman black? Why is she hunting this family? Why is she? But nothing said anything until later. The son tries to get a shotgun from his dad that he has it locked in. Goes outside, tells the woman to leave the house. That he's giving her 10 seconds. She finally stands up, gets out the chair, and then walks little by little and just face to him, standing like 10 feet apart from him. And then he's like shaking up, and she's telling, "You want to know the truth? What really happened to your father?" And then because he also, the kid locked his mom up because she was telling him don't go out, don't get the gun and stuff, but he locked her in the room and all, and she's trying to call her daughter as well, saying it's like, please let me out, please let me out. And then when the daughter opens the door for her mom, the son's right there behind his little sister, and then she's wondering what happened, and he tells the little sister go to the living room, and he starts crying and asks the mom what really happened to the dad, what happened to the dad, that she's alive and he's not, and all. And then she tells him the truth, that that was her fault, that she was driving, they had an argument during dinner and all. His backstory, you see the flashback and all. Once she's heading home with the car and all, you see the woman black in the rear view mirror, but it still doesn't make sense. Like it still doesn't make any sense. Like they're still not telling us who's this woman black, why is she connecting with his family, why she's bothering the woman. Did she make a deal with her when she was young, when she was a kid, or in her teenage life, or what, before she met her husband? Was it what she had to do? Because for me, it felt like, it seems like she had to make a deal with her. She has to kill someone for order to her to be alive or something, or maybe to either have this beautiful home, be rich or something. That's what I kind of felt like it was supposed to be, something like that. But yet nothing, still nothing was happening. I was like, okay, well, what's the whole point of all this? Go through over an hour of the film, and then still nothing. And now she gets involved. Once the sun goes down, it gets dark. They're up in the attic, scared because, like I said, the shadow of the woman in black is scaring them. I would think they would try to hurt them or anything, but still nothing. They go up to the attic. It gets dark, and then since they have no power, they only have a flashlight. And this part was so annoying for me. It was like, you see this in few scary movies, that okay, so they just had the flashlight. They noticed the chair that the woman in black was sitting on was up in the attic, and out of nowhere she pops up. The kid drops the flashlight and is spinning, like spin the bottle. And the way movies do, when there's something interacting, something's happening, it goes lights on, lights off, flashing, all those kind of other stuff was so annoying. I hate that kind of stuff in movies. And for this one, they did the same thing with the flashlights, like spin the bottle, and you could barely see what's going on. You just see the kid falls, then the mother, and then the little girl and stuff, and you don't know where is this woman black, what's going on. It was so annoying. I hated that part so much. So you see the woman in black up in the attic. The little girl has the flashlight. The girl saying it's okay, it's safe, that it's alright, nothing's bad's gonna happen. She gets close to the girl, and once she gets close to the little girl, the light goes down lower and lower, and then she's like hugging the little girl, saying everything's gonna be alright, and she hugs her, and then gone. The little girl disappears, and then the mom and the son is like gets out there wondering what happened to her, where's she at, and then you see a flashing light from the attic door, and the little girl's yelling, "Mom, mom!" And then the mom goes down, tries to follow her, look for her everywhere. She goes to the room, she's like gone, but then she knows in the little girl's room. And then the mom sees some strange thing in the mirror, and then she knows her daughter's on the other side. She like crosses over, and once she crosses over the other side, uh, it changes. Her husband talking to her like he was like in the video, talking to her, just like talking about the dream home and all. And she was like shocked. She was finally happy and all. And then she's like hugging him and all. And then she knows that he had a tattoo in his right arm that it was backwards. And she knows the room, everything was backwards. The way of the writing and stuff and everything. Like let's say, like kind of my shirt, like a good example. Like the way in the video is like it's brains, but it's backwards. It's I don't know how to say brains and backwards, but it was like that in the movie, and then she noticed that, and I was like, and then and the other thing they were involved was mainly jump scares. I didn't like that they did that with a woman in black when she pops up in like in the mirror or something. It's like I don't get it. I they didn't give anything of the details on what's going on, why she's doing this, and nothing. All she's saying at the end, the woman in black talks to the mother and saying, "It is time. Today is the day. Today is the day." That's all she gave her. Especially in the beginning, she said that as well. I forgot to mention about that, but at the end, she says that as well. And then the mom tells the kids to leave and stuff, and then she's facing the woman in black, and she says, "Today's the day," and then she goes, "It's time. You've been asking for this. It's time to end it." What she meant by that is like she wanna end her life. That's supposedly that the mom was asking for that after what happened with her husband with the accident and all. She just wanted to end her life. She was tired of it, and I thought it was so stupid because like okay, she's begging that she wants to end her life, but then she has kids. She has to. I know it's depressing when you lose someone. Well, I don't know. I've never been through that, but I'm sure it sucks and all that when you're losing someone, you feel very depressed and all, but it doesn't mean that you have to end your life. And she has two kids. The kids, that's all they have is the mother. And the woman in black is showing the mom like the future of the kids. If she ends her life, the kids will be happy. She has nothing to worry about. Her kids is gonna graduate. They're gonna graduate college. They're gonna do good in school, great in life and all. And it was so stupid. It's like, so is this mom's really gonna end her life just because this woman in black shows the kids' future? They're doing so great, but that's not. It doesn't end there. So it also then, when it gets more in detail, she goes like, "Hey," to the woman in black, "Hey, okay, let me say goodbye to my kids," and she gives them the chance. And then for some reason, she goes to them and tells them, "You gotta leave. Go to the neighbors and all, find help." And then she ends up going to the barn where her old Jeep was, and then the woman in black is there, pops up and through the mirror and says like, "Don't worry, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you end it." And I was like, she's really gonna end her life? Is this how the movie's going to end? I was like, this is so retarded. Is I know sometimes there's gonna be a like a plot twist or something, but I know sometimes that there will be a happy ending as well in the horror movies, but for this, I was like thinking, really, she's gonna end her life because she's really depressed and all, and it's like she's gonna end it just like that. I was like, but then in the shadow, you just see the woman in black fades away. She it looks like she went, like she absorbed the mom, went through her body, and she had the shotgun against under her chin, and then you just see for a minute or two, and I thought all you're gonna hear is a bang, but no, after that, you just see into the next scene. It shows a glass window. You see a little flashlight, and it's the kids screaming for their mom. And then she comes out the barn, and then she's like hugging her kids and all. And then the power goes on at the house. The kids are excited. They're happy. The mom goes inside, and then she shuts the door. The camera moves to the door to the window where her art room was, and because she's a painter, and her painting shows like a woman, like different colors of how contracts and all that. but it's a woman, and then it gets closer to the painting, closer and closer. I feel like they try to pull like maybe a Candyman, like at the ending, like um, you see a wall of a painting of the what happens to the woman from Candyman. But anyways, it gets closer. Once it gets close to the face, it goes down to the corner and it goes down to the right, and it shows the mom's name, but backwards. And that was the end. That was it. What a disappointment. I was really disappointed for this movie. So yeah, that was the whole movie. Really disappointing, right? I know. I was disappointed too. But like I said, I didn't expect to be that much. I knew it wasn't gonna be that great, but I didn't expect it was gonna be this bad. I want to say it's like the second worst film of this year, behind Snow White. But anyways, scary. Did had tried to do some few horror elements, thrill and suspense and all, but mainly because they focus too much on jump scares and all that kind of stuff, and I'm not really into that kind of horror. But yeah, so that is my review for this film, A Woman in Black. For my rating for this film, I give it a 1 out of 5 because it was that bad. I hope you guys like this channel. Remember, comment down below if you guys gonna go watch this movie. If you did you like it? Did you not like it? But let me know your thoughts on it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.